Is Shaq behind this Shannon Sharpe nonsense? Allegedly. Because I'm convinced that Shaq is trying to mastermind the downfall of Shannon Sharpe, but of all people, Shaq? But the deeper you dig into his history, it kinda makes sense that he's capable of doing something like this. Just weeks ago, Shannon Sharpe was being sued by a young 22 years old OnlyFans model, but when they met, she was 19 and had met at the gym, supposedly. She's suing him for $50 million, and the news comes out right when Shannon Sharpe was in the middle of negotiating a $100 million deal. And the timing is very perfect and ironic, and the lawyer representing the young girl is the same lawyer that lied on Jay-Z and Diddy, which that case got dropped, no other than Tony Busby. Just recently, some audio came out with Matt Barnes being secretly recorded, but in the recording, he's talking about how he's in a group chat and that Shaq is trying to get some information on Shannon Sharpe.
I don't know if you're on this kind of time, but I was in a group chat the other day, or actually just yesterday, and Shaq said he's paying top dollar for any information on old boy. So, again, I don't know if you're on that kind of time or not, but Shaq is known to throw large sums of money around, so just want to put that out there. Stay quiet. Hey, he said, please keep it quiet. He said that Shannon did some shit back to him a while back, and he's been off him. So that's why he's doing this, but please keep his name quiet.
But now it makes me wonder what happened between Shannon and Shaq that's so serious to try to get dirt on him to try to tarnish his career. But with news and the blogs posting all over social media about Shaq trying to get dirt on Shannon, Shaq, of course, he saw this and decided to try to spin the narrative that it's a lie. Nah, nigga, we don't believe you. Why would Matt Barnes make this up out of nowhere? He don't seem like the type.
Hey, this is Shaq. I'm paying top dollar information. You know where Charles Barkley's at?
Yeah, I know where Charles is at. I got him.
All right, I'm also paying information. You know where Kenny the Jet Smith at?
Yes, I got Kenny too. I know exactly where he's at.
Okay, now this one right here, get you going. I'm gonna give you some motherfucking big dollars. Do you know where Ernie Johnson is at?
Ooh, let me work on that one right quick. That's a tough one.
All right, and remember, I'm paying top dollar for all that information. Love you, boy. All right, hey, don't tell nobody.
All right, one.
All right, go.
You see how he's trying to flip the script? But nah, I ain't going for that. Something happened between these two. The only public incident I can think of is when Shannon Sharpe called out Shaq for hating on the Joker about the MVP race. And Shaq had some words for Shannon and was criticizing him and even says, I know what you did to get where you are. Huh? But Shannon Sharpe responds to him as he's reading what Shaq said.
Ocho, this is something I want to address, just brought to my attention. Is Shaq, about the comments that I said last night. Shaq said, you took me sticking up for Shay as jealousy of Joker shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicks. That's not what I did, but anyway. So here's the clickbait for you. If I ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you're at. Me jealous sounds like you jealous. I know you're trying to stay relevant by gossiping on your podcast. We don't believe you. You need more people in case you forgot. 4 rings, 3 finals MVPs, top 50, top 75. And to be quite frank, all this success you got still under me. You don't know my work ethic, but according, I work less, but not blah, blah, blah. But anyway, love you too. If you need help making money, it's better ways than gossiping. I'm too old for this ish. Love always. The most dominating big man ever. Never took it serious. Remember, I know you and you know words of Skip Bayless. I'm better than you. Hashtag G14 classification. I have it, you don't, not in my profession.
Wait, when that happened?
He just about 10 minutes ago.
So now with all these allegations popping up out of nowhere, it seems like a calculated attack, because now all of a sudden everyone has something to say. His former stylist, who is gay, is now posting cryptic messages about Shannon. Like in this post, he says, see, had Unc kept messing with me, he wouldn't be in this mess. Praying for you, Unc. And the stylist also posted alleged text messages of him and Shannon texting, and Shannon is telling him all the people he doesn't mess with. The stylist asks him, Unc, are you cool with Nicole? And Shannon says, no, F no. To be honest, Hollywood, I ain't cool with many people. Most are full of ish, so I stay to myself. I don't F with anyone at work except the two you met. Don't F with Lil Wayne, Matt Barnes, Rich Paul, Shady McCoy, Joy, OBJ, Stephon Diggs, T.O., Brandon Marshall, Shaq, Coach Prime, Steron, Ocho Cinco, Eddie George, Ray Lewis. I'm cordial. That's it. Well, damn. Even Ocho Cinco, who is now his co-host on a nightcap. Funny how times change. But to be fair, these text messages are old, and when he was still working at Fox with Skip Bayless and the crew. He's in a whole new environment now. But why tell your stylist all this information? He must have really trusted him. Wink, wink. But as you see, he mentioned Shaq. So what is the real beef between these two for Matt Barnes to say Shaq is looking for dirt on him? And now Shannon is in the middle of lawsuits. It all seems like a big coincidence, doesn't it? And now a new accuser has came out talking all kinds of nonsense on Shannon's name. Here we go again. The women are coming out the woodworks making all kinds of claims. The same old play over and over again. But we shall see how this plays out. Praying for you, Unc, but stop messing with these young girls. And I remember a couple nights ago when Academics was on his stream, he was mentioning how behind the scenes Shaq is really a bully, because I guess Shaq had messaged a couple of his girls or whatever, and then you know Academics messaged Shaq like, yo Shaq, what's going on? And then he's like, Shaq was like pressing him and talking gangsta him, talking like he can get Academics touch and just talking all kind of foul stuff, and Academics was shocked. Academics was like, whoa, Shaq is talking big gangsta and all kinds of stuff. And then Academics pulled up some information or some like an old news article of how Shaq was involved in some kind of murder or hit for hire or some shit. So Shaq got some stuff going on in his history, and I guess some of it is a mystery for sure, but I'm not fooled. Shaq be hating, man. Shaq be hating on the new school basketball players. This nigga been hating on Dwight Howard for years. I mean, just recently they made up, but shit, I wouldn't be surprised if he was up to like, you know, the people who outed Dwight Howard about his sexuality. I would not be surprised if Shaq was behind that whole scheme. I'm just saying, like, it ain't all Superman and hanging with the kids and all this Jolly Green Giant shit. I don't believe it. Shaq is a bully. So Shannon Sharpe, we shall see how this plays out, but I don't know, man. Shaq, I got my eyes on you, buddy.